Hello dear fragrance enthusiasts, welcome to my channel, Lepecul here. Today we will be reviewing Fragonard's fragrances. Fragonard is a French perfumery house from Grasse in southern France. And really amazing thing about them is that they send you a samples if you are signed up to their newsletter. So before we jump into the reviews, if you like my videos, subscribe, thumbs up, like, comment, dislike, you know the stuff. I have approximately 10 samples to review. The best part is that notes are at the back of the sample, so you can read them immediately. And without further ado, let's begin with the first one. The first one we have étoile, which apparently in French means a star. Top notes of this fragrance are bergamot, lemon, apple and ginger. Middle notes are gardenia, lily of the valley and jasmine. And base notes are cedarwood, amber and musk. Some fragrances I already tested before, so they are open, but in general you open the sample and you have a fragrance sheet inside, which you can apply on the skin. If you would like to smell the fragrance again after some time, even after some days, just store the sheet in the original packaging. Of course, the sheet itself will dry down because alcohol will evaporate from it, but you can still smell the scent from inside the sample, which is really cool. Overall, this is very fresh, citrusy, fruity scent, which gives you a really nice vibes. Of course, this would be a great everyday scent, I'm not gonna dispute that. But let's be honest to yourself, this is an amazing choice for warm summer days when you are sitting next to the fountain on a blanket in a flower dress, reading a book or just listening to music and watching the butterflies flying around you. The next one is Belle de Paris, which in English means Beauty of Paris. And you can see I already opened this sample because I've been collecting them already for some time. And this is one of their newest release from 2021. Let's see the notes. Top notes are green mandarin, neroli and pear. Middle notes are incense, iris absolute and violet. And base notes are musks and white cedar. It's very clean, pretty fragrance, gives me calming vibes and a little bit reminds me that a smell when you are going into the fragrance shop, like everything is so clean, put together, you know what I mean? But you can wear this fragrance to the office, to a multiple occasions, rather daytime, like brunches with friends, to go to certain company events, speeches. Great choice for sports as well because it's quite clean and inoffensive. I really like this fragrance. The next one we have Flor d'Oranger, which is in English orange blossom. This is quite green, citrus, white floral, little bit sweet fragrance. And for me, it's not my favorite one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let's see the notes. The notes are following. Top note is orange blossom. Middle notes are bergamot, mandarin and jasmine. And base notes are honey and musk. For orange lovers, this might be a good choice. Maybe even a good blind buy. But for me, this reminds me of smell of the soap, like a vintage soap, of these herbal bio soaps that are handmade by multiple creators. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's ugly or nasty scent. It's really nice. It's just for me it's not enough of what I expect from the fragrance that I would like to wear on myself. Maybe it's too green for me, I would say. And I must sadly say I will not be purchasing this one. Another fragrance from the same line is Rose de Mai, and this is, as picture indicates, is a rose fragrance. So for rose lovers, this might be a choice. For people who are not really rose fragrance lovers, this is not a safe blind buy. However, I'm not a rose fragrance lover, but I like certain fragrances which have rose, but not that dominant. And this one is really pleasant fragrance. I really enjoy to smell it. I would not per se buy it for myself because I'm not that rose lover, but I can imagine my granny to wear it because she loves in general rose fragrances. This has on top notes rose absolute, gardenia, and violet. Middle notes are jasmine, lily of the valley, and ylang ylang. And the base notes are black currant leaves. As I said, it's really pretty, everyday fragrance. It has this zhuzh of French fragrances. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but the French fragrances, like from the perfumers in France, they have this like a specific green floral vibes. They are never overly sweet, and this is the example of it. The last scent from this line is Pivot, which is peony in English. I really like this note, either dominant or as a complementary note. Let's see the notes of this fragrance. Top notes are mock orange, red currant, pink rhubarb. Heart notes are pink, red and white peony, jasmine and mimosa. And bottom notes are musk, iris powder and amber. This fragrance is a rather sweet peony scent, and peony plays a dominant role in this fragrance. So for all peony lovers, this might be a good choice, good and safe blind buy for you. I really like it, and I'm considering to buy it. But we will have another one with peony in the samples, and maybe that I like a little bit more than this one. It's very simple peony scent, good everyday fragrance, office suitable, event suitable. I would really advise you if you are a lover of flower fragrances and peony especially. And now let's move on to Vetiver. This is actually first more masculine fragrance here. I sampled it already before. I had it in the first bunch of samples, and I must tell you, I really love it. Top notes are elemi, grapefruit, neroli, and incense. Heart notes are vetiver, cedarwood, balsam fir, and base notes are benzoin, cedar, and musk. This is really good everyday fragrance for a man. It's sophisticated yet still playful and youthful. It really screams a vetiver. It's quite green, it's citrusy, it's fresh. And I would say this is quite a safe blind buy as a gift for a man. It's really pleasant, inoffensive fragrance that would make your surroundings feel really nice and feeling good about you. And then we are moving to the line which I like the most from Fragonard's fragrances. And it's Le Jardin de Fragonard. And first one is Jasmine Pearl Dede. And this is a jasmine dominant fragrance. Top notes are bergamot and lemon. Middle notes are jasmine, honeysuckle, green tea. And bottom notes are white cedar, guaiac wood, and amber. White amber especially. This one is quite green fragrance, like green jasmine with a hint of sweetness. Honeysuckle, it's a really dominant note in here. It's with these green tones, honeysuckle and jasmine. It's really interesting and pleasant fragrance. I really like it. It's very special and unique in my view, and this is definitely on my wish list for the future. So if you're a fan of jasmine, this might be a good choice for you. And now we have another peony fragrance here, which is called Grenade Pivot. Really pretty fragrance, also on my wish list. A really beautiful packaging. And let's see the notes here. Top notes are pure bergamot and pomegranate. Middle notes are peony and rose absolute. And base notes are cedar wood and oak wood. This one is very fresh peony. It's due to lemon in it. It's kind of bright flower, a little bit sweet fragrance, still sophisticated for young ladies and mature one as well. It's really universal, and I can see this to be a star of a spring and summer. Not sure about winter months, but of course, if you are into the scent itself, I can see yourself to wear it all around the year. It's a good office, everyday fragrance, and I really love it. Now we have a fragrance which is called Rosella vandem, which is lavender rose fragrance. And I will not talk about it yet in depth because this sample made me buy the full bottle. I really, really love it. But let's talk about this fragrance a little bit later. The 10th fragrance to review is Concerto, which is a male fragrance. This is very masculine scent. It gives me aftershave, clean vibes. Top notes are mandarin, bergamot, and lemon. Middle notes are jasmine, rose, tea, and spices. Base notes sandalwood, amber, and patchouli. It's very cologne style, but in a good way. It's citrus, green, white floral, a little bit spicy, very fresh and ozonic. I can imagine this fragrance as a good sport fragrance. This is a man who is clean, put together, or who went out of the shower, and he's putting his white shirt with a suit on himself, or this could be even a scent for the conductor of the orchestra during his concert in the opera. It's anyway called concerto, right? This could be his signature scent. The next fragrance we have Eau de Seductor, which maybe is seducer in English. I'm not sure now. But it's a male fragrance which I really like, and I'm considering to buy it for myself, to be honest, because it's gorgeous. Top notes are bergamot, bitter orange, and mandarin. Middle notes are cardamom, geranium, and nutmeg. And bottom notes are tonka bean, sandalwood, musk, and cedarwood. This, guys, on me smells absolutely gorgeous. I can see the masculine side of the fragrance. On my skin, guys, this is quite sweet. I don't know why, and it smells so lovely. I cannot stop smelling my skin, and I'm still more and more sure that I will be purchasing this fragrance, and I cannot wait to smell it on my boyfriend. It has beautiful, warm, spicy, sweet, musky, woody, amber, vanilla, little bit powdery accords, and I guarantee you guys that this will be a gem in your collection. And what more you would like to have in your collection than such beautiful unisex fragrance? Next one we have Diamond. This is citrusy, sweet patchouli, caramel, vanilla, a little bit fresh fragrance. It's great everyday scent all around the year, very girly, very clean and inoffensive. Sophisticated scent, and I read on Fragrantica a couple of reviews, and some of them say that this smells a little bit like popcorn from Miss Dior, or a little bit like Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, I guess because of the orange notes. Yes, guys, if you're a fan of these fragrances, this might be a really good choice for you. I would say it's quite a safe blind buy. Let's see the notes. Top notes are mandarin, orange, and pepper. Middle notes are jasmine, plum, and rose. And bottom notes are vanilla, patchouli, musk, and caramel. Really nice combination. I can only advise you to try it and potentially buy it. I might consider as well. Last but not least, we have a home scent, Eau de Orelier. And this one has a note of bergamot, mandarin, and lemon as a top notes. Then middle notes are melon, lily of the valley, and jasmine, and bottom notes are amber and sandalwood. And I don't know, guys, for me this fragrance reminds me a smell of the hospital, or like doctors and nurses in the hospital, and the smell of their not suits, what is the name, like their, their working clothes. And I cannot get over that. Like it's not a nasty smell or like horrible smell, it's smell of cleanness, but for me it really evokes a hospital scent. And when I smelled it, I was like, I don't want to smell my home as a hospital. Who would like to be reminded of the time spending in hospital? I've been on a couple of operations already, and I'm not a fan. So that was it, 2 samples. And let's move on the fragrances I bought. And there is rosella vandem that I told you about. And the top notes here are pear, and Peony. Middle notes are lavender and rose, and bottom notes are tonka bean and violet leaf. This is really beautiful fragrance. It has lovely packaging from outside and inside as well. The bottle is gorgeous, and the scent is really bright lavender peony scent with a hint of rose. It's sweet, not sweet, elegant, not elegant. It's somewhere on the edge of everything. Great everyday fragrance all around the year, but I believe it's rather start from spring to the autumn. Not really a winter fragrance for me, but I can imagine myself wearing it all around the year, even in winter at home. And I believe this is really great, affordable, niche lavender fragrance for you guys. I would advise you 10 out of 10 with all of my heart to buy it. And the last one for today, I made a blind buy from my favorite line, like Hardin the Fragonard. And this is Rose Amber, which for me, it's not that rose dominant fragrance. It's a quite powdery, darker fragrance. It's not that bright as rose lavande, and I'm happy that I have this variety in my collection. Some people on Fragrantica I've seen, they said that this fragrance reminds them Amor Amor. However, I don't see any connection between these two. I had Amor Amor and I gave it away to my grandmother. And I've seen some people mentioning this could be a hypnotic poison dupe. That might be more because it has this vanilla, almond notes, and yeah, I love it. I will wear it till I will use it, and then maybe I will repurchase another one as well. And I would advise you guys to buy it with my heart. So that was it. Thank you and bye.